Friends, we continue from where we had stopped. Now, I will brief one by one these 7 resumption notices, what they are, and what are the facts behind these entire 7 resumption notices. Now, I'll call for the first resumption notice issued to bungalow number 329, Staff Road, Ambala, Cantt, or bracketed Racecourse, owned by late Shri Rajkumar, the president of the Ambala Bungalow Owners Association. This resumption notice was issued on 30th January 1971. The owner filed a writ application 871 of 1971 in the Honorable High Court and got an order, which I will be showing you. I'll ask my video man to show you this first page of the order copy. The rest is with me. Now, this order copy had said something that the government will initiate this resumption proceeding by filing a suit for in the lower court. Now, where is that suit? Friends, if I exhibit here, you will be shocked that this order of the Honorable High Court 1971 in writ 871 was tendered by bungalow number 104, the Mall Road, Ambala, Cantt, when his suit came for resumption. This is all during that period of 1970 and 75, the Honorable Court dismissed this suit and the bungalow stands resumed today. Just imagine. But bungalow number 329 from 71 to 2020, not an iota of proceedings have been initiated. Why? Here I'll quote you, Sardar Swaran Singh had made a resumption policy. If need, I'll quote you the complete number. This was called 73150/Q3 bracketed B, dated 19th/23 September 1969/1970, tendered in the Lok Sabha either. Now, this policy had some A, B, C, D doings, and how resumption would take, how it would not, how compensation would flow in. So, there are a lot of things. I will read subpara E of Appendix A of column 11. Now, this says if the bungalow is in possession of the government, it should not be released back to the grantee. Instead, the bungalow should be resumed. It's very important here that bungalow number 329, the cantonment executive officer on 4th January 1972 is writing a letter to the MEO or the Military Lands and Cantonments officer that since this bungalow is subjected to resumption, do we need to hand over the possession of the bungalow to the HOR or to the OGB grantee? Or do we presume that the resumption is complete and we do not hand over this property back to the owner? Imagine, the bungalow was in possession. There was a writ order in 1971. Nowhere that writ order says that the bungalow is to be given back. But the CU and the military state officer then connived together and they dehired this bungalow to the owner, and you would be surprised till date January 2020, or let's say we are sitting in July, this bungalow has had extensive repairs, outhouses have been constructed, but the bungalow, if you see, does not sound to be a dilapidated bungalow which the CO is mentioning of reasoning of resumption. So, these are one such case. Coming to the second resumption notice, this is of bungalow number 18. Staff Road. The resumption notice was issued on 14th February 1975. Now I will insert this resumption notice. If you read this resumption notice, it says that the bungalow's 9.94 acres in full is being resumed, and there is no partial resumption in this bungalow. What? The DO Ambala had filed an affidavit in Supreme Court. Proves to be a false affidavit. Should there be a contempt proceeding against the DO Ambala, Alok Gupta, now retired, is a matter of sub judice. This bungalow, after resumption, like any other, like my father, they filed suits. They won in the lower court. They won in the session court. The suit number civil suit number 72 of 1975 is there on records. It can be seen. I'll ask my video man to show you. The Defense State Office never filed a regular second appeal against this losing from the Honorable Session Court. And you will be surprised further on. This bungalow even changes hands. There is an illegal occupant in this bungalow now, who has taken no permission from the station headquarters or the Commander-in-Chief or the Ministry of Defence. Not just to end here, this entire bungalow is renovated extensively. It has been given permission to construct its boundary wall of 9.94 acres. What are we doing? So this doesn't end here. I talk of the third case. Now this is bungalow number 68, originally owned by a Muslim, migrated to Pakistan in 1947, became a Waqf property. 16th March 1971, the Department, Ministry of Defence issues a resumption notice, which I'll be showing you on the video. This is a resumption notice. This bungalow since then has been under extensive unauthorized construction and various suits have been filed. I'll just talk of one suit, number 278 of 1975, where again Union of India lost. No RSA filed. This bungalow is rightly opposite to the Indian Air Force mess of the Ambala headquarters, considering to be a very sensitive property because being opposite to the Air Force mess. Presently, it has been occupied by the Chief Executive Officer of the Waqf Board. No proceedings have been filed against them. There is another fourth case of a similar property of Waqf Board, originally owned by a Muslim. The resumption notice was issued on 11th March 1971, which my video man will show you on the video. Similarly, this property also being owned by Waqf Board, filed a suit in 1975. Again, unauthorized constructions done in this bungalow after 75. Most of the cases the Waqf Board won on unauthorized construction. Today, this property is in the hand of the Waqf Board employees. They are made the occupiers of this bungalow as they are employed in the Waqf Board office. So my video man will show you the suit indexing also of it. So this resumption notice again is lying sine. We will talk of another fifth resumption notice. This resumption notice was issued to a similar property of Waqf Board on 22nd January 1971. The notice can be seen. My video man will show you. This bungalow owner, being a Waqf property, filed a similar suit in 1975. Again it wins. So again the department doesn't file any RSA on it. So friends, I don't know what is happening, but something is happening somewhere. Why bungalows are being resumed, why they are not being taken over is a matter of question. Now, these are three properties of Waqf Board which I just mentioned: bungalow number 68, 68A and bungalow number 72. All are on Mall Road. Very sensitive, to be taken. Now moving to my sixth case. is of bungalow number 150. This is a bungalow which is in the corner of the Ambala cantonment on the southeast boundary pillars. Was issued a resumption notice on 19th January 1973. A suit was filed, number 87 of 1974. I'll ask my video man to show you this suit order. Friends, I am only showing you one pages because the whole file cannot be shown on the video. Further on, in this very bungalow, I will file a report or an extract of a GLR given by the then DO Gurdeep Singh. In the remark column, it very clearly says that the bungalow is a mass of ruins. So this clearly shows that there is no bungalow in existence, it is dilapidated. And we must come back to that same policy which I mentioned in bungalow number 329, 73150 of 1970. Now in this policy, subpara F, column 10, very clearly says if a bungalow is in dilapidated condition, it should be resumed. There is a policy, there is a resumption notice, there is a suit case. You will be surprised. Till July 2020, the bungalow is in the hand of the HOR. There is illegal occupation of an agriculturist who is sowing the 9 acres or 10 acres. This bungalow even went under the Land Urbanization Ceiling Act. Part of the bungalow was taken over by the military state officer or the DO then. What are we doing? What is happening in these cantonments? Now my last case is the 7th case. This is bungalow number 19 on Elgin Road. This bungalow was issued a resumption notice on 15th October 1973. I'll ask my video man to show you this resumption notice. This notice is again of the full bungalow. I'm being very precise here. Again, it went into a suit. But here I will show you what I've not shown you in the earlier bungalows purposely, but I'll show you in this bungalow. The DO Ambala is filing an admission deed of the bungalow owner, which is registered in the Honorable Lower Court. I'll ask my video man to show you these two documents, which are subjective to admission, which shows that the owner has admitted the rights of the government under GGO 179 of 1836. No RSA is filed. The case is left to its happening. And then the HOR, who's already under resumption, sells the bungalow to Swami Radha Satsang Vyas or something like some trust which is going on to them. And the whole bungalow is renovated extensively, and a shed which can seat more than 20,000 people is constructed illegally at the height of about 30 feet. A tin shed. You may call it temporary, but it is constructed there physically. Now, friends, these 7 bungalow owners I have raked up. I have told you that I have filed a suit in 2017. From 2005, for next 11 years, I kept waiting. Even I could have waited now, but the department and the system is not willing. They are just harassing me. In 2015, the department comes up and sanctions me a compensation, which they overturn by themselves at the back of me in 2016. They don't take any proceedings further on of the 2016 happening. Why? Because they know they are doing something wrong. Either this department considers that I am right or the other department considers that I am wrong. Somebody has to own up its credibility towards me. I have been targeted, friends, for even filing this suit in the Honorable Lower Court of Ambala. My friends in Ambala have been calling me by names of being opportunist, selfish, I don't know what all. They don't realize, they don't feel the pain what my mother and I had gone in 2011 and 12. I have lost my house. My kids, my daughters were on road. We were not even given our equipment. We were not given our household items. Nobody, none of these 7 or none of these 50 or 80 bungalow owners or residents of any cantonment came up and stood by me. So who's going to fight for me? Myself. This is what my president also told me in 2005 when he conducted a meeting on a mass resumption in the north, when there was a report by Somi Tandon also in 2003, that everybody will have to fight for themselves individually. No association can fight for them. So when this issue is there, or was I at mistake or my father was at mistake when my RSA had to be filed, I should have toed the line, or my father should have toed the line of an handshake, volunteered into a chamchagiri of the present DOCOs, or would have gone into that route of corruption and nepotism. No, my instincts don't count me on that. I'm an honest man. I will never do this, but I make sure I will book those officers of that period who did not file the RSA. I will make sure that affidavits filed in the Supreme Court by the senior most executives, they are punished for falsifications. Friends, I am purposely enduring myself into problem by making this video and exhibiting these documents. I want that, like Supreme Court, like High Court takes suo motu cognizance of various things, this is also a public matter of public government lands, which they presume are all belonging to Government of India, Ministry of Defence. So why don't they take up this issue? I will even exhibit now legally what are the faults of the department in not filing the RSA and where is it written. My next video will be on that. Thank you. Good day.